Broadcasting high school football on Next Level Broadcasting, kicking it off here at the Thurlby Field in Traverse City. Charles Terrell along with Todd Erickson here getting ready for the Gaylord Blue Devils to take on the TC West Titans. It should be a spectacular evening for high school football here, coming at you live August 29th. If you're just now joining us, well, saddle up. We got a great game on tap for you this evening, folks. It's going to be a great big North Conference showdown between these two teams, the Gaylord Blue Devils and the TC West Titans. We're going to go ahead and step aside here. We're going to be back after this in 30 seconds. After this from our friends at the Gaylord Eye Care Center. Don't go anywhere, folks. Blue Devils and Titans coming up next on Next Level Broadcasting.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Collar Clinic, providing peace of mind and local customer service with the latest GPS collars, ARC collars, e-collars, beeper collars, accessories, and replacement parts, protecting your dog's safety and giving you the confidence that you'll be hunting with your dog, not for them. Collar Clinic, your e-collar specialist in northern Michigan for over 35 years.
At American Liner Systems, they have three main goals in mind. They want to do the best possible job for their customers, ensure farm and industrial safety, and protect the environment all at the same time. No matter how big or small your job site or farm is, they have many eco-safe solutions like machinery catch basins, fuel and chemical storage, manure lagoons, fertilizer containment solutions, equipment maintenance pads, and so much more. To keep our fresh water clean and our forests green, visit AmericanLinerSystems.com or call 231-258-4200 for a free quote so you can protect tomorrow's environment today.
Okay, welcome back in. Getting ready to kick things off here between the Blue Devils and the Titans here live from Thurlby Field. Next Level Broadcast, and thanks you for hanging out with us here on this Thursday evening, August 29th, 2024. Getting ready for the 2024 boys high school varsity football season. Charles Trail joined by my counterpart tonight, Todd Erickson. Todd, I know you're really excited to be here for the first football broadcast of the year, and I know you and I have been talking. This Gaylord team has to replace a lot of studs from last year's team.
Yeah, they sent quite a few kids, actually, maybe as many as a dozen went on to play at another level, and for sure 9 have made those teams. Talking to one of the gentlemen from up in the booth here, and he said they've got some replacements. They feel pretty strong, and hopefully they can carry on what they've been doing.
Well, we're certainly looking forward to this game. We know that there's been a lot of built-up anticipation. Just as a little recapper, the Blue Devils last season made it all the way to the state regional finals. And they eventually lost to the Division III champion, which was the Forest Hills Central Warriors. And the Warriors went on to win Division III. They were previously Division II, but we'll see what the Blue Devils have in store for us as we begin a new campaign. The 2023 season is officially in the books, and we're back getting ready to go here as we kick off 2024, courtesy of the Blue Devils and the TC West Titans as the Titans enter the field. Well, we want to thank our pregame show sponsors, the Gaylord Eye Care Center and Collar Clinic, for making this one possible. And if you're seeing this game in crystal clear 1080p full HD, that's courtesy of the Gaylord Eye Care Center, getting you back to the top of your game. If you need to get back to the top of your game and get that vision sorted out, you can do so via the help of our friends at the Gaylord Eye Care Center. They've been our partners since the inception of Next Level Broadcasting, and we'd be remiss if we didn't give them a proper shout-out when allowing you to watch games in full, crystal clear 1080p HD. So for Charles Strail, Todd Erickson, the Traverse City West Titans have taken the field, and we're getting ready for this thing to get going. And as you said, Todd, a lot of new faces in new places for these Gaylord Blue Devils. They went 11-1 last year. Traverse City West, they went 4-5, but they did win their last 2 games of the season.
And I think they had a quarterback come in towards the end of the year. It was a junior and played quite well and had a great summer, what I was told. And he's now their starting kid, and they have a lot of hope in what he can do for them.
Well, they're certainly going to have to place their hope in someone. This Gaylord Blue Devil defense, very vaunted. The defense will be coordinated by defensive coordinator this year, Tanner Catt, for the Blue Devils. Head coach for the Blue Devils, once again, DJ Shimoniak. And we're about ready to get this thing going between the Titans of Traverse City West and the Blue Devils of Gaylord. Here we go. Sending it back away is Roman Leask, fielded at the 7-yard line by Skylar Hall. Hall makes a cut. He's out down to the 28-yard line where he's eventually brought down. Actually, they're going to spot that at the 29, which is where the Gaylord Blue Devil offense will come out for the first time in 2024.
Colton Core for West had a good tackle on that play, and both kids are excited. You can see both sides. First game, I'm sure we'll have some jitters here and there, but hopefully it's a great contest for both schools.
And here we go, 1st and 10 on the 29-yard line. Blue Devils with a relatively good starting field position. They're going to come out with a gun 2-back set, twin receivers to the top of the screen. They're going to hand off to Hall. Hall working around the left edge, and he's eventually tripped up for a short gain on the play. That was a nice play by the Titans there to limit Hall's progress on 1st 10. So an interesting formation for the Blue Devils to start. They're going to start with Ethan Kent at quarterback in that gun 2-bet set as they're shuffling in a play from the sideline. That's Mason Silsbury. Silsbury claps his hands, takes the snap. He's going to hand off to Hall up the middle once again. Tackle made on the play. That was Roman Leask getting in there, big number 72 for the TC West Titans. Leask doing a good job. He's made a tackle there on the second play and also had a pretty good kickoff there.
Yeah, I'm watching a lot of stuff off the ball, and again, something new with the pace and the numbers, trying to interject when I can.
Sure. Kent in the shotgun once again. He's going to hand off to Hall, working around the left edge. Hall is eventually dragged down. Nice tackle on the play made by Jackson Gallagher. Clock continues to run, and the Blue Devils on their first series of 2024 pick up about 5 yards, 3 consecutive runs. Todd, it really seems like they wanted to try to establish working around left end, but just weren't able to get anything going.
And they kept going the short side of the field there. Carson Toothman, I mean, just he was assisting on that tackle out of bounds, and they haven't really came this way yet. But now back to punt. And
TC West shuffling in some personnel from the sidelines there. That was Isaiah Fox who came in late. Back deep to return for the Titans. as he takes the Connor Byram punt. It's going to bounce at the 32 and go out at the Titan 27. So the TC Titans will take over at their own 27 after the Byram punt sends it back down the field, and the Titans will take over. First time of the 2024 campaign for them. So Blue Devils go 3 and out on their opening offensive possession. Let's see what this stout defense for the Blue Devils has in store this evening. But as you mentioned earlier, Todd, this quarterback for TC West, they say he's really something to be seen. We'll see what they have on their opening possession here.
Yeah, they felt comfortable with how he finished up, and at the summertime he showed great promise. And I believe it's
that's
Owen Hendricks.
Yep, Owen Hendricks going to come out in a pistol formation. One man in motion, handing off up the middle to Charlie Sowers, and he's got a gain of 4 yards out to the Titan 34-yard line. A nice pickup on 1st and 10.
Yeah, Connor Byron actually made the tackle. He was also on the punter on the Gaylord pass.
Connor Byron was a first-team All-State punter last year for the Blue Devils as a junior on a team that went to that regional semifinal game. Hendricks in the pistol once again with Sowers behind him. He's got a personal protector in Braden Popa. He's going to hand off again. Nice tackle made by the inside linebacker for the Gaylord Blue Devils. And that was a nice play.
Joseph Cummings.
Oh, man.
Nice defensive play.
Joseph Cummings coming up and making the tackle there to bring Sowers down for about a gain of a half yard.
Looks like 3rd and a long 4, but
gotta like the way that the junior's coming up there to fill the hole there if you're a Gaylord fan here on this opening defensive possession. There's another handoff to Sowers, and Sowers is not going to make it. First Blue Devil in there was Skylar Hall, and a slew of other Blue Devils bring down Sowers, and that's going to bring up 4th and about 3, and it looks like TC West is sending in the punt unit.
yeah, Isaac Collins helped out. And if I pronounce this correctly, 52 is now Braden Gooch. Gooch.
Gaylord pressures the punt, almost getting home where the Blue Devils, and that punt goes out of bounds. Let's see where the far side official is going to mark it. The two officials on the far sideline coming together, and looks like the Blue Devils are going to take over at their own 40. Well, that punt didn't really go the way that the Titans drew that one up, Todd, but with the Blue Devils taking over on their second possession, let's see if they mix things up a little bit here, run, pass, or, using the wide side of the field.
They had a good rush. I mean, I almost thought that ball could have gotten tipped because it had an awkward spin and went right to that sideline. And he was coming in from the right side.
Yeah, it was Braden Gooch who got in there and almost blocked it. Very, very close. Kent once again in the shotgun. He's going to hand off up the middle to Isaac Collins. And Isaac Collins, I apologize, on that earlier possession, the Blue Devils handed it off to Isaac Collins 3 times and mispronunciated his name. Actually, got him confused with Skylar Hall for TC West, but that's Isaac Collins there on the 1st and 10 carry, picking up 3 yards for the Blue Devils on 1st and 10.
That was Braden Popa that came up that middle linebacker slot and got inside. Suffered at least 3-4 yard loss.
So far, I think both of these teams right now, Todd, just trying to feel each other out and see what each team's going to allow to, if they're going to allow 3-4 yards, and we'll see. Kent dropping back to pass, looking to throws, got Byram out in the flat, and Byram makes the catch, but he's tackled right away. Nice play made by Charlie Sowers going up to make the tackle on big Connor Byram. It looked like it was just a little tight end slip, just trying to slip the tight end out there, and Sowers was there to eat that thing up.
He delayed just a little bit, and it did open up for him, but Sowers played it beautifully, and they got one out of it, so we're 3rd and 6.
So 3rd and 6, ball on the Blue Devil 44-yard line. Ethan Kent completing that first pass, so maybe that'll help him settle into the game. It was a nice, easy, probably scripted completion. We got a big 3rd and 6 now for the Blue Devils. The Titans sent 5 down linemen. The Blue Devils are going to run a little jet sweep, but a flag is down coming from the far sideline. This is probably going to be an illegal procedure penalty against the Blue Devils, in my estimation. That was Andrew Simoniak there carrying the ball, but looks like this one's going to be going against the Blue Devils. But the Titans seem to be declining the penalty, opting to go for what would be a 4th and 6 for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, we think it'd be coming up in a punting situation, but
yep. So the Titans decline the penalty, opt to make it 4th and let's call it 4th and 5 for the Blue Devils as they bring in the punt unit. Connor Byram will be back to send this one away. Back deep to return for the Titans will be Colton Core. This is his second opportunity to return a punt, and right now, Todd, it seems like this game might be setting up to be a field position and special teams game.
Right, all the punts we've had, no one's gotten their hand really on the ball strong enough to, and now we got a penalty in the back here. Might have been too much time.
Yeah, the Blue Devils taking a delay game here. This actually might be intentional. With the first team All-State punter in Connor Byram, you take the 5-yard penalty, allowing him to have 5 more yards to try and pin the Titans back inside of their own end zone. So that might have been scripted and strategic right there for the Blue Devils.
He's known for having a big leg, and, well, we get to witness it again.
Once again, back deep to return is Core for the Titans. Byram takes the snap. He's going to send it down deep. Core with the fair catch makes it at his 25-yard line, and that's where the TC West Titans will take over with their second possession of the first quarter. And so far, the Blue Devils only team to complete a pass in this first quarter, only team to attempt a pass. Everything else has been a constant diet of staying on the ground for both of these offenses.
And we're more our side of the field this time. We'll see if we can get a little more something coming to the left for us.
Yeah.
Everything's been away so far, it seems like.
Hendricks takes the direct snap. He's working around right edge, and he makes it out for a gain of 11 yards on 1st and 10, up to the Titan 36-yard line.
Maximus O'Rourke, one of the first big guys on that line to take it down, and we got our first down.
Very good point. Good job of blocking by the right side of that Titan offensive line, able to get Owen Hendricks around and off tackle for 11 yards on 1st and 10. Hendricks in the backfield, flanked to his left by Sowers. He's going to hand off. I apologize, the handoff there was to Drew Esper, and he got walloped there.
Jaron Bessinger was one of them along with Caven Cole, and they were there quick. Only gave them a little more than a yard. They'll probably call it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, Bensinger was right there and hit that. I mean, you heard that all the way up in the press box, those pads popping from where we are, which is probably a good 80 feet above the playing surface.
Yes, one beautiful facility we get to be in tonight.
Pistol formation now for the Titans. One man in motion. They're going to fake it. Blitz up the middle, but rolling. Got a completion, but it's dropped. Intended target on the pass. He was looking for Braden Popa, and Hendricks put it right on the money, but Popa just had to go right through his fingertips, and the Blue Devils dodging a bullet there.
Kind of wonder if the Sun might have had anything to play with that, because they are directly looking into it.
Yeah, these early September, late August games like this here at Thurlby Field, the sun does become a little bit of a factor, especially, going east and west.
Of course, again, probably his first pass of the season in the game, so it looks like
right. But
there.
I mean, it was right on the spot.
Yep.
And Pope just wasn't able to squeeze it. This time, the Titans send 2 receivers to the top and bottom. Hendricks dropping back. Blue Devils send a blitz, and they get him down for a sack. First Blue Devil in there was Keaton Abraham.
With Brayton Grush again.
And Gruch, Abraham and Gruch combined for a half sack apiece, and the Blue Devils get a much-needed stop on 3rd down, and they'll, well, more than likely will force another West punt.
Yeah, they lost 4.5, 5 yards on that, and 24 to punt.
And the Blue Devils, the Blue Devils brought the pressure there, and they got home. Sending it away for the Titans will be Drew Esper, and they're taking a delay of game penalty, I believe, as well, but could have also been a false start. Yeah, for a false start against the Titans, that'll back them up 5 more yards. The original line of scrimmage was the Titan 36-yard line, and the ball right now is at their own 28.
Yeah, we're not going in the right direction. And Isaac Collins, you can tell why he's holding his hand out there. That son is playing a little bit of problems with him.
Isaac Collins, the senior, back deep to return. Esper trying to get it away. Abraham blocked it. Abraham blocked it with his hands, and it's going to roll and be stopped down at the 50-yard line. And that was a great job by Keaton Abraham of getting in and blocking that punt for the Blue Devils.
Well, it's our best field position now for Gaylord there at the basically right at the half stripe, and see if we can make something happen now. The crowd is starting to get into it there when West had a few things going, but we'll see if the Blue Devils can come through and hopefully sweep to this right side, Nubby.
Yeah, they got a lot of field to work with going toward or away from their bench, coming toward our line of sight and camera angle. 3 minutes, 8 seconds remaining in the opening quarter here between Blue Devils and Titans. We got a false start. One of the Blue Devil, looks like it was a false start going against Noah Vanderveer, who flinched first, so that'll back them up 5 yards on 1st and 10. Still the best field position for the Blue Devils so far in the game.
Yes, he moved the penalty there. They're in a good spot. Get a few conversions, but I agree with you. I think it's going to be well fought at the line right now. The way to one pass, one was dropped, so 2 passes in the game, and they must really both think their ground game is going to be solid in tonight's game. But you don't lose it as much if you keep it out of the air.
4 men in the backfield to go along with Kent. He's going to hand off on the left side. Looking for a little draw. Handed it off to Andrew Simoniak, and Simoniak stopped after a gain of about a half yard on the play.
Braden Grush again was in on that play. We've called his name several times already.
So it'll be 2nd and 14 now. Blue Devils at their own 46-yard line. This drive started with a 5-yard false start, backed them up a little bit. But the reason why they're at or near midfield is because Keaton Abraham got in there and blocked a punt. They've got 4 men in the backfield once again. They're going to hand off, working around the right side, and the play is blown up in the backfield by Braden Popa. And Popa read that thing like a book and got into the backfield to bring down Andrew Simoniak, and that was a 4-yard loss. Braden Popa making his presence felt here on defense.
He definitely seen that. I mean, he was right out of the gun. He was tracking it, and good loss of downs. Excuse me, loss of yards. I mean, we're looking at almost 20. Yes, 3rd and 19.
1 minute and 46 seconds remaining in the opening quarter here. This quarter has flown by, Todd, and for all of our viewers out there, it's been about 20 minutes since kickoff as Kent's looking to throw, pumps once. Now he's going to take off with it, scrambling, throws it up the sideline, got a completion. He's got a completion on the far sideline to Parker Gentz. And Gentz has got a Blue Devil first down, and he picks up 22 yards on a must-have play for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, 3rd and 19 had to have it, and he scrambled just at the right time. It opened up for him, and it was right on the money.
You know, I've been impressed with the composure so far for Ethan Kent because he's 2 for 2. His first pass was a nice short one to Connor Byram. And then that one right there, he floated that one. He had a wide open receiver. Sometimes those are the hardest passes to complete when they're wide open. Kent's now in the shotgun. He's going to keep it this time. Kent's cutting back. He's got about 2.5, 3 yards on 1st and 10 there. But the Blue Devils offense right now, you can sense that they're really starting to come to life.
The crowd's starting to finally get into it now, too. You can hear a little bit more excitement out of this. One of our biggest series we've had since we started.
Right. I mean, it kind of seems like the first couple of minutes people are just kind of sleepwalking through this one.
Yeah, we're down to our first minute left, and you're right, Charlie. This thing flipped fastly by in this first quarter.
48 seconds left. Kent looking to pass, thrown out into the flats, and there was a couple of people getting crossed up. Intended target on the play was Luke Rabadiak. And
Noah Dumman, he went in. He went to the inside. It looked like he was flaring it out to the outside. So I don't know really which one it was really going to be to, but they're still in great shape. 3rd and 7.
And Rabadiak was trying to just run a little arrow route, it looked like, and ran into the outside linebacker or maybe a corner for the Titans, and it kind of threw him off, and it really threw off the mesh point for where that route was intended to be completed at. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 7 for Kent and the Blue Devils here, working on the west 31 or 32-yard line. He's going to hand off to Simoniak, working around the left side. Simoniak's got about 3 yards. So it'll bring up a 4th and long 3 here for the Blue Devils. And I wouldn't be surprised here, Todd, if they take this down to the end of the quarter.
Could happen. And Noah Bennett, I mean, he came up, he slid in on this side of the thing and caught that from the other side and dragged him down almost immediately. Yeah, it looks like they'd have the opportunity. They probably will let this run out because no one's in a big hurry to do anything at this point with 9 seconds left, and it'll be 4th and 4 on their 29.
So after 12 minutes of play, we're still knotted up at 0 between the Blue Devils and the Titans. We're going to go ahead and take a quick timeout, and we'll come back with the second quarter action. Don't go anywhere, folks. You're watching high school football on Next Level Broadcasting, simulcast streamed on GaylordFootball.com and www.nextlevelbroadcasting.net. We'll be back in 60 seconds from Thurlby Field after these messages.
Know that Jimmy John's is everyone's go-to option for freaky fast subs. But did you know that they're unveiling new menu options? That's right, Jimmy John's new menu has something for everyone and is a great way to feed the whole family. So, whether you're watching the big game, hard at work, or taking the family out to eat, Jimmy John's wants to make finding a gourmet sandwich easy. The crew of Next Level Broadcasting trusts their pregame meals to Jimmy John's, and you should too, at Jimmy John's in Gaylord.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport, TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Okay, here we are. Welcome back in. Second quarter officially underway. We'll put 8 minutes up on the clock and let the players handle it as Simoniak. Actually, that was a critical 4th and 4. And Isaac Collins went for it, and it looked like the Titans stopped him.
Yeah, Noah Bennett got in. It just tripped him lightly, and then the follow-up was from
And that's exactly right. That's exactly what happened there. The Titans make a critical 4th down stop.
Carson Toothman too. He just a slight hand on his ankle, and both of them didn't hit him that hard, but it tripped him up. And they flipped the ball.
So Hendricks going to drop back to pass, and Abraham's in there, and finishing off is big time play made there by big number 98 for the Blue Devils, and that is Caden Sides.
Yeah, Keaton Abram. He was there, just twisted him up a little, and that was good pressure.
That's the second sack for the Blue Devils here, second on consecutive defensive possessions, I should say, and Abraham got the first one, and that time Sides got the second one after Abraham applied the pressure. I mean, coming off the edge, Abraham and Byram, Todd, I mean, these defensive ends for the Blue Devils are something to be feared.
Yeah, they are fun to watch. And the size of Abram, just
little miscommunication in the backfield. Hendricks had to make something happen, and Sides eats it up once again for the Blue Devils.
And Connor Byram again, he was right there holding his ground, and they had to go take a choice, him or the other guy. And great defensive play, and look at the distance now, 3rd and 22.
And they're going to swing it out into the flat. Hendricks has the completion over there on the far sideline. Very close to the original line of scrimmage, but on 3rd and a mile, the Titans are going to have to be forced to punt from deep within their own territory.
Yeah, Jaron Bessinger and Lucas Green, they just spaced it enough. They weren't going to give up anything big. And
yeah, you know, I'm impressed with this defense so far for the Blue Devils. Benziger, also Abraham and Byram making plays all over the place so far in this game. Really keeping the Titan offense locked up. And the Blue Devils right now looking to get good field position as they have Collins back deep, standing at his own 40, waiting to return this punt.
Yeah, I think he's been waiting to get something in his hands to make something happen. And
Esper's going to try and punt it rugby style. And it's going to bounce at the Blue Devil 48, roll down to the Blue Devil 39-yard line, and that's where the Blue Devils will take over here in their first possession. Actually, I should say second possession of the second quarter. This quarter began with the Blue Devils turning it over on downs, unable to convert on that 4th and 4.
I haven't seen a lot of high school kids use that rugby option, but he was very successful with it. What looked like it was going to be a shorted punt, he got a great roll, and it must have took 12, 15 yards to help him out. And we have something
and we've got
talked about.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and looks like a penalty going against the TC West Titans that's going to back them up a little bit.
Well, this will back him up an extra few yards. Actually, 4th and 24. And I'm thinking now he'll probably get it off quicker.
Yeah, 4th and 24. Collins back at his own 41-yard line.
The punt's going to be back from about the 4-yard line, so they're going to need a good one. And it's a little
Esper wobbles it down. It's going to bounce and check up at the TC West 43-yard line. So the Blue Devils really taking advantage of that penalty by the Titans. And while we have an opportunity to switch sides, let the Blue Devil offense come out on the field, we're going to thank our pregame show sponsor, the Gaylord Eye Care Center. Hey, if the refs didn't see it, that's okay. You can see it next time after going into the Gaylord Eye Care Center for a free eye consultation. Just mention that you heard our advertisement here on Next Level Broadcasting. Get back in the game this year with the Gaylord Eye Care Center. Blue Devils taking over in TC West territory here. Ball on the 44-yard line of the Titans. Best field position with good, actually I shouldn't say best field position. The Blue Devils just had it down near the 25 but turned it over on downs. It's a good opportunity right now for the Blue Devils to make the most of this.
And we're going to start again with a game delay on the.
It's a timeout. It's either a timeout or a delay of game.
Number 99 for Gaylord is actually Braden Grush, and number 52 is Caden Sides. They flip-flop.
Okay. We just got a notification that Braden Gruch and Keaton Sides actually switched up their jerseys before the game. So we'll get those stats corrected here. As Kent's in the gun 2 back position, he's going to hand off to Shimoniak. Shimoniak's got all the way up to about the 40-yard line, a nice pickup of a long 4 yards on 1st and 15. Actually, give him about 7 yards on the carry after getting pushed back 5 yards with the delay of game. So, Todd, can you make the clarification here for the people that might be tuning in?
Yeah, Caden Size is now wearing 52, and then Braden Gruch is now 99. I don't know if it was just a jersey switch or what happened, but we did get it covered right now.
Okay.
So if we've had a few numbers wrong, we didn't get that memo till just now, so we apologize.
So it would have been Gruch who made the sack on the last defensive possession, as Kent's going to do play action. He's looking for Byram in the flats, and Byram unable to track down that 7 route. Just running a nice little corner route or pylon route.
It was a good call, just a little bit too far for him to get at.
And I like that play call on 2nd and 5. You know, you just picked up 7 to 8 yards on 1st and 10. And actually it's a long 3rd and 6 now, but you know, on 2nd and 6, why not run a little play pass? And Kent's been pretty accurate so far in this game, and that one he just overshot Byram out there on the flats.
And they got to mix it up. You know, they got to keep the mix-up going, because you don't want to just get stuck running, and hopefully you break that pass open.
Kent in the shotgun, looking to throw the out route. He's got a completion on the far side, making one man miss and picking up a Blue Devil first down. A nice gain of 11 yards on the catch. Making it out there is Parker Gentz.
Drew Esper, one of the tacklers for the Titans.
So when we saw that pass get thrown, it only was about 3 yards in front of the line of scrimmage. Gentz had to make a man miss once he caught the ball, and he did just that, and the Blue Devils keep the chains moving here. And so far, I mean, I've been really impressed with Kent's ability to pass accurately so far. Only 1 incomplete pass.
Yes, and also just a little stutter step on that receiver, and he got it busted open for him.
And that's going to be a false start, and that'll be against the Blue Devils on the left side of the offensive line. Luke Rebediak.
Well, again, Charles, as we talked, you know, first game, I'm sure, you know, they're ready to go, and it just jitters are playing a little bit of a role on it, but they'll settle in. I mean,
shotgun formation now for Kent. 2 receivers to the bottom of the screen. He's going to keep it on the fake, and he's brought down in the backfield. Really nice play there by Noah Bennett.
Yeah, Bennett was there quick. And again, another loss. You're probably looking close to 19 yards, I would think.
Yeah,
now.
4-yard loss on the sack. That's going to put the Blue Devils at 2nd and 19 here.
Crowd's getting into it a little bit now. We got some good defensive action happening at least. And
you know, I would say the Blue Devils need to get about to the 27-yard line to give Connor Byram a really good chance at a field goal here. That's would be right around his range of 44 to 45 yards. Ken in the shotgun, dropping back to pass, looking to throw. He's going to air it out. He's got a completion on the far side, making one man miss, and eventually getting dragged down by Esper at the 21-yard line for the Blue Devils was Luke Rebediak.
But we had a penalty.
There is a penalty down. The flag rests at the Titan 32-yard line. The officials are going to check it, but as it is right now, it stands as a gain of 17 yards for the Blue Devils. If the play stands, it would bring up about a 3rd and long 2. In the area that the officials are talking about it, Todd, it might have been offensive pass interference on a pick route.
That's what I was thinking. I thought there might have been a pick there, but I was waiting for the official here.
Okay. So they had an illegal man downfield.
Ineligible downfield too far.
I was either
that or the pick. I thought
Yeah.
it was in that same area.
either that pick route or just, big guy getting down there too quickly. So that's going to bring it back, and it was a 17-yard gain, and the Blue Devils have it erased. Kent and the Blue Devils now back.
Well.
Ball's on the ground. Kent trying to make something happen, and he's brought down for another
Cameron
large
Mink?
loss.
Is
And
that
bringing
Mink?
him down was Cameron Mink.
Mink.
And we got to reset our game clock here as there are 6 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the first half. And it's 3rd and a mile. Blue Devils have it on their own 47. They need to get to the Titan 20 to pick up a first down. That means it's 3rd and 37.
Yeah, the scoreboard just popped 3rd and 34, but it's a
Okay.
long yardage run. I would think they'd be pretty conservative just to keep it near midfield so they can punt them in if they have to.
We got a new quarterback under center right now for the Blue Devils. That's Lucas Green. Green's going to turn and hand to Simoniak.
Another penalty.
And a false start against the Blue Devils. That'll push them back 5 yards. Once again, I want to remind everyone coming up here in about 6 or 5.5 minutes, we'll have the Twin Bay Docks halftime show here, presented by Twin Bay Docks. Just a reminder that Twin Bay Docks, hey, everybody in Northern Michigan, we're always trying to find a way to be safe but have a great time on the waters. And Twin Bay Docks is nothing short of Michigan's gold standard for your lakeside access. Trusted by consumers and distributors alike, featuring a superior patented vinyl design, Twin Bay Docks makes living life out on the water easy. Visit twinbaydocksproduction.com to find out more. Also want to give a shout out to our friends at Collar Clinic. Listen, if you're someone who's looking to get back in the hunt this fall but need a solution of keeping track of your hunting dog, then Collar Clinic is just for you, providing hunters peace of mind through offering the widest selection of collars for your canine companions, so you can spend more time hunting with your dog instead of looking for them. Visit collarclinic.com or check them out online or give them a call at 800-430-2010 to learn how they can help you or a friend. That's Collar Clinic, the GPS and e-collar specialists since 1988. While we have a little bit more time here,
Yeah,
we also
Gaylord
want
took that time out, Charles, to kind of regroup and get the kids summer down, I think, after that.
Yeah, after being 3rd and 34, 3rd and a mile.
Then they come out with a in-motion procedure, and it's a good time for that timeout, I think.
So it's 3rd and 34 for the Blue Devils to, we'll see what they have in store for us here on 3rd and a mile. Lucas Green once again in the gun two-back position. He's going to flip on the jet sweep, making it out to the Titan 49-yard line.
And another penalty.
Was number 44 for the Blue Devils. That's Caven Cole.
I don't know.
We're waiting on the official call. It's against the Blue Devils. It's an illegal shift, and it looks like the
Yes.
it's declined, and the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. So for a possession that started down near the 30-yard line of the Titans, the Blue Devils kind of shot themselves in the foot there. TC West made a couple of plays in the backfield, and, well, now you end up with a 3rd and 39.
I think it was a good call, too. They declined it.
Right, all it takes is, a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty or something crazy, and it would have been a first down automatically. So smart call by TC West to decline that penalty.
And Byram, we'll see what he does with it this time.
Byram puts it down, end over end kick. It's going to be fielded by Colton Core. Actually, it's going to bounce and check up at the 20-yard line, where it is eventually stopped by Luke Ravadiak. We got 5 minutes left to go here in the second quarter from Thurlby Field. The Gaylord Blue Devils and the TC West Titans knotted up at 0 apiece. Charles Strail along with Todd Erickson. And Todd, I know you're a defensive guy. You got to be licking your chops watching this game. This has been worth the price of admission.
Yeah, it just, again, that some of the jitters, you can see the mishaps, but I'm enjoying this contest. A lot of stuff happens, and then when they finally get some momentum, something gets tripped up.
Hendricks going to fake the give. He's running an option. He's going to pitch out to Esper. Esper brought down by Collins in the perimeter, and a really nice play made in space by Collins to bring down Esper for no gain on the play.
Maximus O'Rourke was in on that, and then also
well, I mean, Collins was there to really make the play, and that was impressive, a tackle in space there for Collins.
But that lineman, they do pursue well as a team. They really do.
Hendricks in the pistol now. He's going to fake, roll to his right. He's got a completion near the 25-yard line and eventually brought down by Benzinger.
Noah Bennett on that reception, so we got a little life with a little over 4 minutes left.
Yeah, and I think that's the second completion of the evening for Owen Hendricks and the TC West Titans, and a pickup of 9 yards on 2nd and 10. So third and very manageable for them, as it looks like they're shuffling in some personnel. Blue Devils look to be staying with their 4-down defensive linemen here, anchored by Abraham and Byram.
All good-sized kids.
Oh, yeah. Blue Devils show pressure. Hendricks breaks through the defense and picks up a first down. He's got a gain of, call it about 7 yards on 3rd and 1, and picking up a TC West first down.
Yeah, Jaron Bessinger got him from behind, but we got a first down. Maybe things will start rolling for the Titans. You know, too, Charles, the front line of the Titans isn't small either.
Right.
When you size up both sides of it.
This will be 1st and 10 for Hendricks. He's in the shotgun, flanked by Cowers. He's going to keep it on the direct quarterback keep. He's got 5 yards on. Actually, give him about 6.5 yards on 1st and 10, out to the 45-yard line.
Maximus O'Rourke on that one, and then also Braden Gooch again.
When you got guys like Braden Gruch, Connor Byram, Max O'Rourke, and Keaton Abraham anchoring down your front four, you're going to eat up a lot of double teams as you see the Titans coming here with 2 tight ends, 3 men in the back, 4 men in the backfield. It's a direct snap. Nice play made in the backfield. Getting in there first for the Blue Devils was Jaron Benzinger. And that's a loss of 5 yards on 2nd and 5. Blue Devils pushing the Titans back to 3rd and 10. Play made by Jaron Benzinger, though.
Excellent job. He had good help from Lucas Green, Joseph Cummings. There's not just one guy. They really have an eye for the ball.
Want to remind everyone, coming up in 2 minutes of game time will be the Twin Bay Docks halftime show here, presented live from Thurlby Field. We'll be breaking down the first half, talking about what we anticipate to see in the second half between these two teams. Currently knotted up at 0. They're going to motion Esper. Hendricks keeping on the fake. He's rolling now to the right, being pursued and eventually dragged down by Aiden Sherbert. Sherbert with excellent pursuit, but there are 2 flags down in the Blue Devil backfield right at the 40-yard line.
And Benzinger again, right, assisting on that tackle. He does cover a lot of field.
Yeah, Benzinger, Sherbert got there first, and Benzinger cleaned him up. But what a two-play sequence for the Blue Devils there on defense, being able to get the 5-yard loss and then, a good stop there, keeping them from picking up a first down. The ball is spotted right now at the Titan 46-yard line. It would be, if this play stands, about a 4th and 3, but it looks like it's going against the Blue Devils.
We had a hold, defensive holding. That's a 10-yarder.
So that'll put the ball at the Blue Devil 44-yard line and keep the chains moving for the Titans. Now into Blue Devil territory. 1 minute and 44 seconds remaining here in the first half. And the Titans have found some good rhythm with a couple additional blockers in the backfield, extra tight ends, and just trying to run a little smoke and mirrors in the backfield to get Owen Hendricks.
They look a little more settled in right now, don't they? They just like they settled in. Now they're comfortable.
Hendricks in a pistol formation. He's going to hand it off, and it's eaten up. Keaton Abraham in there for a loss of 4 on the play. Abraham eaten up. Cowers for lunch.
And Cummings again, right there. There's a lot of names we've been calling on them tackles. Those guys do work well together. Just over a minute left, and they really need to have something happen for them now.
Hendricks in the shotgun looking to pass. He's got a completion out to Esper. Esper pushed out of bounds by Isaac Collins after they get that loss of yardage back from first down. Maybe about 4 yards on the completion, but 3rd and long here for the Titans.
Well, the clock will stop until they start, and could be a good thing or a bad thing if they don't get this completion. But I'm sure Gaylord, if they want to call that timeout, if they get another good stop to see if they can do anything with probably just under a minute left.
One minute, 4 seconds remaining here. Titans send 2 receivers to the top of the screen. Hendricks back to pass, throwing it, almost intercepted by Sherbert. And, oh my goodness, was that Sides in the backfield there? Who was back there? 52 for the Blue Devils.
Yes, Caden Sides.
Yeah, Caden Sides applied the pressure, and Hendricks taking a minute to trot off the field, but the Blue Devil front 4.
Yeah, that's a big guy hitting that quarterback. But he popped up, and we'll have to punt. Just 59 seconds left, and we'll see if – you never know what could happen.
It'll be Esper back deep to punt for the Titans. Isaac Collins hanging around his own 14-yard line for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils jump, and that's going to give the Titans about a free 5 yards, but it's not going to impact the 4th down.
No.
I mean, they'll still be in punt formation here. It's 4th and 13, and that'll make it 3rd and 8 after that encroachment. Yeah, so the encroachment is accepted against the Blue Devils. That'll move the ball to the Blue Devil 42-yard line. We'll see if Esper's got a pooch kick in his recipe or his repertoire. But it looks like the Titans are bringing back the offensive unit back on the field.
I think they have to burn a timeout here. Things were happening, and they did take one.
So as the Titans take a timeout, we're going to remind everyone coming up at halftime, we will have the Twin Bay Docks halftime show. Charles Strail and Todd Erickson here. We'll break down the first half. And this first half has been clicking along. It's 7:45 Eastern Standard Time right now. Game kicked at 7 o'clock.
And even with the penalties, usually that slows it up. And we've, first quarter, I only have a total for 3. But, we're into 5 or 6 right now. And it hasn't really – it's flowed well.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a fan of defense, if you're a fan of field position, if you're a fan of timely and unfortunate penalties.
Yeah, and that's a tough part.
This is the game.
It's all being executing well and on timing. And, again, I'm sure the practice has been great, but that first game, some things are going to be off. And
Well, this is often what happens the first game of the year. You see a lot of these procedural penalties that get cleaned up by week 3 and week 4. But week 1, I mean, shoot, 3 weeks ago, these guys were on the beach.
in the weight room. But, no, it's been a good game. I really enjoyed being here so far.
So the TC Titans bring their offense back on the field. Hendricks in the shotgun with 2 receivers to the top. Blue Devils rushing 4, pressure up the middle, and it's intercepted. Oh, Collins couldn't squeeze the leather. Isaac Collins had it in his fingertips. Keaton Abraham leveled Hendricks.
And, it was a well-executed play, because if he would have caught that, I think there was only one other one behind him that the defense had a chance. He had a good spot, but it went through his fingers. And then big interception. But now we're 54 seconds left, and we're going to go the other way.
So far, Keaton Abraham is dominating this game for the Blue Devils defensively.
Yeah, he has really played tonight.
In the halftime locker room, if you're the TC West Titans, you need to figure out a way to double team him. And what the Blue Devils have been doing defensively is they've been bringing him on stunts, and they've been looping him around their other defensive tackles very effectively to get him free. And that TC West offensive line needs to get something figured out if they want to keep Hendricks standing up straight in this game.
And Grush himself, he's made his presence known also, so I'm sure those are the 2 big targets that offensive line really has to take care of.
Well, got a timeout taken by the Gaylord Blue Devils here from the sideline to prevent a 5-yard delay of game. And while we have an opportunity to, we're going to tell you about Gaylord Seal Coating. Listen, if you've grown up in Michigan, you've grown up with cracked roads, parking lot pavement that you can't trust, and potholes the size of some of these Blue Devil defensive linemen. If your driveway, parking lot, or other surface needs an overhaul, check out the pros at Gaylord Seal Coating. Remember, Gaylord Seal Coating has got you covered. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils on their own 42-yard line. 0-0 between Blue Devils and Titans. Charles Strail along with Todd Erickson here from Thurlby Field in Traverse City, Michigan. Pleased to have you joining us this evening, August 29th. Kent in the shotgun, flanked by Simoniak. Blue Devils have 2 receivers down to the bottom of the screen. Kent takes the shotgun snap. He's going to hand to Simoniak on the near side. Simoniak is tackled inbounds at the Blue Devil 44-yard line, so that's going to keep the clock a-ticking.
Yeah, Braden Popa did a good job not knocking him out of bounds. And as you said, Charles, keep that clock going, and they might just be happy with one more play and regroup at halftime.
It'll be the Blue Devils kicking off to the Titans to start the 3rd quarter as the Blue Devils receive the opening kick. This time Kent comes under center, and it looks like this very well might be the last snap taken here in the first half.
Well, 0-0. We had a solid half for the guys keeping the ball. Basically, we played between the 30s.
Yeah.
And nobody got anything to break open, but I'm sure, second half could be just an explosive thing, too. We don't know. But even the special team, Charles, we thought, a couple of punts might have got tipped and a couple got kicked, just a little array, and it gave some field position, and then, they'd get some yardage and a couple of penalties. All of a sudden, they're backing up. And at both teams. It wasn't just one, both teams.
Yeah, I totally hear you. So we're going to go ahead and step aside. When we come back, we'll have the Twin Bay Docks halftime show here as the Blue Devils and Titans knotted up at 0 in the first game of the year. Don't go anywhere, folks. You're watching high school football on Next Level Broadcasting. We'll be back with the halftime show after these messages.
Twin Bay Docks' exclusive diamond pattern is stylish to complement your waterfront property. It's quality built to last a lifetime. Engineered to be stronger, our non-skid surface stays cool to the touch, and we offer a full line of dock accessories, including kayak and supboard racks. To see all we have to offer, visit our website to find a dealer near you. Twin Bay Docks, simply exceptional quality.
Collar Clinic, providing peace of mind and local customer service with the latest GPS collars, ARC collars, e-collars, beeper collars, accessories, and replacement parts, protecting your dog's safety and giving you the confidence that you'll be hunting with your dog, not for them. Collar Clinic, your e-collar specialist in Northern Michigan for over 35 years.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Know that Jimmy John's is everyone's go-to option for freaky fast subs. But did you know that they're unveiling new menu options? That's right, Jimmy John's new menu has something for everyone and is a great way to feed the whole family. So, whether you're watching the big game, hard at work, or taking the family out to eat, Jimmy John's wants to make finding a gourmet sandwich easy. The crew of Next Level Broadcasting trusts their pregame meals to Jimmy John's, and you should too, at Jimmy John's in Gaylord.
Today's game is sponsored by Twin Bay Docks, American Liner Systems, Traverse City, Cherry Capital TVC, Gaylord Seal Coating, Collar Clinic, Jimmy John's, Professional Seamless Gutters, and Gaylord Eye Care Center. Thank you for being a part of our broadcast.
We all know Northern Michigan winters take a toll on our parking lots and driveways, but Gaylord Seal Coating has you covered. A proud sponsor of local high school athletics, Gaylord Seal Coating specializes in infrared seamless asphalt repair, hot pour crack filling, striping, and more. Need a new snowplow solution this winter? GSC can do that too. Commercial, residential, private roadways, and associations, Gaylord Seal Coating is your answer. Give them a call today at 989-732-5003.
Welcome into the Twin Bay Docks halftime show. I'm Charles Strail, joined here by Todd Erickson. We're live at Thurlby Field here, and we got a 0-0 ball game between the Gaylord Blue Devils and the TC West Titans. And, well, if you're looking for a defensive slugfest, Todd, this is exactly what you're getting tonight.
I just love the size of the linemen on both sides of the ball for both teams. They're great-sized kids. They're playing their positions well. The linemen really haven't had any penalties at all on either defensive team at all. They played well and clean. It's just the mishaps with the procedures mostly has been hurting them.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of unfortunate penalties for both teams at some ill point in times of the game. I mean, we saw that one drive for the Blue Devils. They got down to the TC West 30-yard line and then ended up with a 3rd and 34. Back at their own 47. That might have been the drive where the Blue Devils really wished they hadn't committed those penalties, because if they gained maybe 5-6 more yards, they would have been knocking on the door of Connor Byram field goal range. And I think looking back on the first half, if you're a Gaylord Blue Devil fan, coach, or player, that drive was the one that might really stick out to you because of where they got to. They know what they have in Byram as a special teams weapon, especially kicking field goals, and I think that one they might see as a missed opportunity.
And this easily could come down to Byram maybe kicking a field goal the way the game's being played, or a big punt on his side, or a return maybe on the other side. But we had a couple plays early where that mishandled pass that you said, hey, it should have been caught. It was in his hands, and it just got flipped. That might have flipped the game a little bit, and then they had a nice flare out that we had a penalty on and almost intercepted. But if that had been caught, again, the game could be different, but it's hard to say the second half we could have a lot of scoring.
Yeah, I mean, you really never know right now as we give a look to the Traverse City West High School Marching Band, and this is the halftime show here presented by Twin Bay Docks. Charles Strail along with Todd Erickson here bringing this one to you live. We thank you for making us a part of your Thursday night, August 29th, coming at you from beautiful Traverse City, Michigan. I mean, you saw it right there in our little broadcast booth cameo shot that the sun is right in our face. It's setting to the west here over West Bay. And, well, you couldn't have scripted a better night for the season to start.
It's a beautiful night, and a lot of people out to see the game. I expected that. You got two good Class A schools going at it. And probably by the time we get in a few minutes into the third quarter, that sun will be non-factored. Hopefully that had nothing to do with anything going on in the first half, but it could have. Both teams had to play through it. And they had some good sweeps, too. It was a good first half. For a lot of things that could have been worse, they did some good things, and they continue to keep playing hard.
Yeah, they certainly did. You got to like the way that both teams have been able to attack a very critical area of each team's offense. I mean, I think the West defense has been helped out by some penalties by the Blue Devils. We've seen the Blue Devils able to complete some passes, and I don't think that the Titans expected the Blue Devils to be as proficient throwing the ball as they have been. I mean, the Blue Devils have made some big chunk plays in the passing game, but in the second quarter for the Titan offense, we saw a little change up. They started bringing some more blockers into the backfield, bringing in extra tight ends, and then some smoke and mirrors in the backfield, which gave the Blue Devils a little bit of trouble. And, we saw some pretty effective quarterback run schemes by the Titan offensive line.
Especially in that second quarter, you could start to see the Titans sweeping a little bit more, and then they delay, and they're getting some yards, but, some costly penalties that, hurt on the charts. It just, and then to get back into that, what will be 3rd and 39 at one time?
Yeah, 3rd 37, yeah.
Yeah, and just you got to punt. But, again, I think the second half they'll have them simmered down, and I'm sure that's what they're talking about. Relax, just play what we do what we do best. And I think you'll see probably a little better, cleaner plainness.
So far through 2 quarters of play, though, I mean, defensively, this game has Keaton Abraham's fingerprints all over it. I mean, in the first quarter, he got in a special teams play, blocked a punt. He's got a sack and a half so far, a couple different quarterback pressures. I mean, he's been all over the field, and I got to give credit to the defensive staff here for the Blue Devils. They know how to free him up coming through with that 4-man pass rush and 4-man defensive line. He's been everywhere.
And, Charles, like you said on the punts, we haven't seen a really crisp, clear kickoff punt where the guys haven't been someone chasing, going after him. And, several times we thought maybe somebody tipped that ball. Or did it go off sideways off his foot? But he's getting pressure, so that's why they're hurrying. Then they finally get a rugby-style kick. It bounces for 15 yards, penalty on the play, and we had to replay it. Again we go, and it was a good idea, just nothing cleanly worked out.
Yeah, well, we've got 24 minutes in the books here between the Gaylord Blue Devils and the Traverse City West Titans, and still neither team has found pay dirt. Well, we hope that changes in the second half. We're going to go ahead and step aside. This has been the Traverse City Twin Bay Docks halftime show here. Charles Strail, Todd Erickson. We'll be back for the second half. Blue Devils and Titans coming up after these messages.
Today's game is sponsored by Twin Bay Docks, American Liner Systems, Traverse City, Cherry Capital TVC, Gaylord Seal Coating, Collar Clinic, Jimmy John's, Professional Seamless Gutters, and Gaylord Eye Care Center. Thank you for being a part of our broadcast.
We all know northern Michigan winters take a toll on our parking lots and driveways, but Gaylord Seal Coating has you covered. A proud sponsor of local high school athletics, Gaylord Seal Coating specializes in infrared seamless asphalt repair, hot pour crack filling, striping, and more. Need a new snowplow solution this winter? GSC can do that too. Commercial, residential, private roadways, and associations, Gaylord Seal Coating is your answer. Give them a call today at 989-732-5003.
To see all we have to offer, visit our website to find a dealer near you. Twin Bay Docks, simply exceptional quality.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
I'm Ryan Beningo, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installation, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, drain chains, and much more. But unlike many service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding the gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Twin Bay Docks' exclusive diamond pattern is stylish to complement your waterfront property. It's quality built to last a lifetime. Engineered to be stronger, our non-skid surface stays cool to the touch, and we offer a full line of dock accessories, including kayak and supboard racks. To see all we have to offer, visit our website to find a dealer near you. Twin Bay Docks, simply exceptional quality.
Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport, TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Hello, I'm Ryan Beningo, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installation, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, drain chains, and much more. But unlike many service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding the gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport, TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
All right, welcome back in. Second half action about ready to get started here between the Gaylord Blue Devils and the TC West Titans. Charles Strail along with Todd Erickson here. We'll put 12 more minutes on the clock, and the Blue Devils will kick this one off to the Titans as we begin the third quarter of play here. Want to give a shout out to our halftime show sponsor, Twin Bay Docks Products, for making this game available. Wherever you are watching, we thank you for making us a part of your Thursday evening here in northern Michigan.
Charles, it's great to see the technology that's come into being able to do this in the last 5 years. It's for parents and grandparents that can't make those trips. It's really nice that they have an opportunity still to follow their grandson or granddaughters or whoever's in the band or cheerleading. It's really, the technology thing has really helped, I think, for a lot of older people that don't want to travel, especially when it gets colder and darker earlier. It's really cool.
Well, it's certainly fun right now to be here with this at this field right now with you, Todd. I mean, Blue Devils and Titans. This has been a slugfest, and well, going off of the score from last year's game, how Gaylord won this one on a field goal by 3 points, I wouldn't be surprised if it's decided by the same type of determining play.
It's playing out that way, it seems like. But again, that second half, we can see what it helps and explodes, and maybe nothing. Maybe the defense will keep working, because I was impressed with Traverse City's defense too. They held their own, and you know, Gaylord gets to, I believe, TC West is receiving in this half. So Gaylord's got Byram to kick again, and I'm sure he's getting some looks the size of that young man, and defensive line, punting, kicking.
Yeah, it'll be Connor Byram to tee it up, and I would imagine returning it back for the Titans will be Keaton Core. But the Titans really taking a long time to kind of gather themselves here on the sideline. And, you know, it seems like head coach James Wagner wants to really, really get his players locked in here before sending them back out for the second half.
And am I correct, too? It's his second year for him at the head coach?
Yes, yep. And looks like the Blue Devils are getting some direction from the officiating staff. They will be kicking to the east end zone with the west end zone at their backs. A beautiful night for football here in Northern Michigan. Thanks for staying and being a part of it with us. If you're in Northern Michigan or somewhere else, go ahead and shoot us a text on that YouTube live watch line, whether you're watching on YouTube, nextlevelbroadcasting.net, or gaylordfootball.com. Second half about to get underway here as Byram tees it up.
And our lights are on and our sun is down on the horizon, so.
That's right. Esper back deep for the Titans. And the jitters are gone after the first half. Second half underway as Byram sends it deep, and we're underway in the third quarter. Esper fields at his own 5-yard line. Across the 20, tripped up at the 25-yard line. Initially tackled down there. Blue Devil first to make the tackle was Finley Miller, and that'll set the Titans up 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Well, we finally had a
As you see, our bird's eye view here from the press box. Bringing that one into your live, courtesy of Professional Seamless Gutters, our bird's eye view. Hendricks going to hand off in the pistol formation. Sowers eventually brought down after, well, he's really close to a first down. Marking will be dependent, and he's about 3 inches short of the first down there. 3rd and inches coming up for the Titans.
And that was Caton Sides again, number 52, pursuing from that middle of that line, and just kept him out of that first down area.
Here comes Hendricks in the pistol formation. Sowers behind him by about 3 yards. 4 down linemen for the Blue Devils. They're going to blitz, bring pressure. Hendricks gets through the pressure and is able to pick up a first down. That was a nice play by Hendricks to elude the pressure the Blue Devils brought and get enough for first down yardage.
And again, Connor Byram on the bottom of that pile. Isaac Collins with a little help, but we got a first down.
First and 10, Hendricks on a design quarterback keeper. He's out and brought down, getting all the way to the west 45-yard line, picks up 7 yards on first and 10.
Jaron Benzinger and also Noah Vanderveer cleaning that up. But again, 7-8 yard gain, I believe, Charles.
Once again, pistol formation for Hendricks. 4 down defensive lineman for the Blue Devils. Hendricks is going to keep on the play pass. He's scrambling to his right. He's now going to tuck it and run. He's eventually brought down by Sides.
And if it was 98, it was Maximus O'Rourke.
Yeah,
and we got our second first down.
So to start the third quarter, the TC Titans have strung together back-to-back first downs, keeping it on the ground to do so. They seem to have figured something out here with their ground game going against this Gaylord defense. Gaylord's going to blitz up the middle. Hendricks runs past it and picks up about 7 yards again on first and 10. The design quarterback keeper has been the way that the Titans have been executing so far. But Hendricks' helmet comes off here, so he's going to have to come out for at least one play.
Noah Vanderveer and also along with Caven Cole. Good pursuit, and at least they kept it to a 6-yard gain. Now, Charles, in high school, they got to go with the play. He's got to come out and redo the helmet, correct?
Yep, he's got to come out, redo the helmet. He's got to sit out one play. There's a handoff to Cowers. Ball's out, ball's out. Ball is recovered by the Blue Devils. First Blue Devil down there to recover that one is number 44, Caven Cole.
Along with Charlie Sowers.
And Sowers was the guy who coughed it up. Cole, the guy who was there to pick it up for the Blue Devils. That's the first turnover of the game, and the Blue Devils get it right when they need it because the Titan offense was really starting to pick up some momentum there, Todd, and the Blue Devils get a stop and a turnover.
They were starting to pick up, and Jacob Banish come in for just one play, had a clean handoff, but it just got hit. It was good defense. Now we got a turnover.
And that's what happens, it was that one play. It didn't look like it was a bad handoff, but they just weren't able to complete the play as Collins stiff arms a man. Collins going down the sideline all the way to the TC West 35-yard line where he's brought down. Pickup of 19 yards on the first and 10 carry for Collins, but there is a penalty marker down.
Drew Esper finally tagged him down, but that was an excellent run. That's our biggest run, I think, isn't it?
I don't know if it's the biggest run of the game so far, but certainly the most influential.
And now the excitement from the fans is starting to get a little louder. Things are happening both ways. Yep, first and 10.
There's a handoff to Vanderveer, and Vanderveer picks up about 5 yards on the carry.
Looked like Jesus Mendez was on the bottom of that pile picking up. You can hear the hitting going on a little stronger now. I'm sure that halftime talk was, we're not making the holes.
Right. Yeah, Mendez is able to bring down Vanderveer first.
Well, 2nd and 5, and we're on to 30.
Kent in the shotgun or two back. He's going to hand off to Collins up the middle. Collins bounces off a couple would-be tacklers, and he's going to pick up a first down for the Blue Devils, working right up the middle of that Blue Devil offensive line.
Jackson Gallagher underneath all that saved a good run.
So far the Blue Devils, after creating that takeaway, have really swung the momentum in their favor and have continued to build upon it, Todd, because that turnover came after the Titans had picked up back-to-back first downs, and now the Blue Devils knocking on the doorstep of the Titan red zone, ball on the 25-yard line.
Yeah, it's just a quick turn of events, and they're playing with poise and it looks like confidence.
Kent's going to hand off once again to Collins, and Collins is met in the backfield. Nice play made. Who's in there for the Titans, Todd?
Roman Leask, if I pronounced that correctly.
He's also the special teams kickoff guy for the Titans, and he got in there and made a nice tackle for no gain allowed.
Yeah, they needed it. They needed to at least hold him, if not get him to lose some yardage, but he held him up, and the defense can spark hopefully a little bit.
There's Collins working around the far side there, and he's eventually dragged down. He's going to pick up or actually lose 2 yards on the play.
Looked like Chance Warner was one of the three pursuing hard and pushed him out of bounds on that play. But again, Charles, look, we're at under 6 minutes already. It's just rolling through. Well, the 3rd and 12 yards. They're pushing that 5-minute mark left in the third. See what they come up with.
3rd and 12. Collins takes the handoff. He's working around right end and brings it out to the 26-yard line.
But Braden Popa, along with Chance Warner, but we do got a flag down. It was on that side of the field. Could possibly be a hold.
Yeah, I think this is probably coming back for the Blue Devils.
I think Charles went to a false start. So it's 3rd down again.
All right, so this will be a 3rd and long now for the Blue Devils.
3rd and 17.
They're going to run up the middle. That's Collins. He gets back to pretty close to the original line of scrimmage.
And for TC West again, Coleman Core along with Chance Warner on that tackle.
This is 4th and 10. Connor Byram lining up. This will be a 42-yard field goal. And this is right at, you would say, the edge of his range of comfortability. Byram puts it up. It's blocked. Kick is blocked.
It went low.
And it's picked up by Esper, but and unfortunately for the Titans, that is a very unfortunate situation to have happen because Esper fielded that inside their own 5, and since he got down on it, that's where the Titans are going to take over possession. It would have been that, or, you know, if you try to return that, you got to try to make some hay after taking that ball inside your own 5.
Even a 3 to 7 yard, little bit of a run, but well, now we got definitely a field changer.
Hendricks is going to take it out of there, and he gets and picks his way to the 16-yard line after, he's really close to a first down after that run on, and they're going to give him a first down on that run. That's a big-time play for the Titans, getting out of the depths of their own end zone.
Colin Peel, is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, he saved it. He's back at the safety area. Well, they got a little breathing room now, Charles. That was a good opener.
Hendricks in the shotgun, going to hand off, and this one's going to get blown dead by the near side official. And, oh, wow. Actually, before he was able to make a cut, Charlie Sowers' right knee hit the turf.
That's what happened. I got to post them anyway. I couldn't see what happened. I just waited for the turn.
Really, we're going to make that our Gaylord Eye Care play of the game, because that call was made by the line judge looking all the way down the line of scrimmage. So very good and acute vision prowess there by the line judge to make that call. As Sowers' knee hit the ground. This time Sowers cuts it back, and he's tripped up, but not before a big gain of 10 yards there. Eventually brought down by
Carson Toothman. And that was a save. I mean, he was going. Well, 3rd and 3, Charles. I mean, from where they were to where they are now, they got some breathing room.
So this is a big 3rd down right now. If the Titans are able to convert this, they're not punting from the deep confines of their own, 20-yard line or so. This time Hendricks in the shotgun or pistol. He's going to hand off to Sowers, and Sowers has got enough for a Titan first down out to the Blue Devil 27-yard line. I think the tackle was made in there by Caven Cole and a host of other Blue Devils there, Todd, and now the Titans have something moving here with back-to-back first downs once again on consecutive possessions.
And they did Gaylord too, that same name, Caden Sykes. He's there. He did take himself out there. I'm sure maybe just a little tired. I'm sure he'll be right back in.
Was that Sykes came out on that play?
Yeah,
I saw
Sykes was yeah.
And I saw Cole come out as well, 44 in white for the Blue Devils. This time the Titans send 2 men to the bottom of the screen. Blue Devils with 4 down linemen. They're going to hand off to Sowers up the middle.
Again.
And this time he's brought down, guess who? Keaton Ibrahim, first Blue Devil in on the tackle after a gain of 2 yards on 1st and 10.
And also Benzinger again. He's in a lot of defensive plays for him.
One minute and 20 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. This 3rd quarter's flown by, much like the first half did as well. Hendricks gonna throw it out into the flats. It's got a completion and a couple of juke moves, and eventually being brought down by Benzinger.
Benzinger again.
And that completion to the flats, it was completed out there to Drew Esper, but Esper wasn't able to shake free of the Blue Devil pursuit. However, the Titans do pick up a first down. And that first down is a big one for the Titans because they can now possess this ball, well, in my estimation, through the end of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, just that little stutter step, he got that extra yardage. That was a good second effort because they had him for a second. Let's see what they can do with it.
Under 50 seconds now remaining. Hendricks is going to hand off to Sowers. Oh, big hit. Big time tackle made by the Blue Devil linebacker coming up to fill that one. That was a great play.
Joseph Cummings. We
Yeah.
got his name a few times tonight.
And Cummins looks like he lost his mouthpiece as he was trotting off the field there, but he really came up and laid the lumber there on Cowers after a gain of 3 yards.
And that might be the last play, Charles. We're at 13, and No one's moving. So, again, knotted up after 3 quarters, and I think there's a lot more excitement from both teams. They've calmed down.
So after 3 quarters of play between the Blue Devils and the Titans, we're still knotted up at 0-0. We've got the 4th quarter coming up after this. Don't go anywhere, folks. This one could be coming down right to the wire. You're watching high school football on Next Level Broadcasting, simulcast streamed to GaylordBlueDevilFootball.com and www.nextlevelbroadcasting.net. We'll be back with 4th quarter action after these messages.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport, TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
I'm Ryan Beningo, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installation, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike many service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding the gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
All right, 4th quarter ready to begin here. Hendricks on 2nd and 6. Gaylord's bringing some pressure. It's going to be a reverse. The Titans springing a reverse, bringing it around the left side and getting right next to the first down yardage needed. Coming around for the Titans was number 22, Cameron Mink.
It looked again, too, like Keaton Abram helped out on that tackle once again. Well, we had a player change, so they're going to have to hurry. The clock's going down. We got about 4 seconds left. And TC West had to call a timeout. They just didn't bring a little confusion, but where they're at right now, it's probably a good thing to use it.
And why the Titans are going to take a timeout, we're going to keep it right here and take a timeout to tell you about some of our sponsors that have allowed this game to be viewed by you wherever you're tuning in from. Hey, let's talk about Jimmy John's. Away games call for freaky fast meals on the road, and that's where Jimmy John's comes in to turn travel time into dinner time with their freaky fast gourmet sandwiches in their brand new location in Gaylord across from Hobby Lobby right next to the Marathon. That's Jimmy John's, freaky fast and freaky strong. So strong, the tornado of Gaylord couldn't even keep Jimmy John's from leaving town. That is Jimmy John's in Gaylord. Also, we want to tell you about the Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport. Listen, it's time to get away to your dream destination, and like many, that means flying into Northern Michigan. When you're looking to fly in or out of Northern Michigan this fall, look to fly, then take to the sky with TVC Cherry Capital Airport. It's your best gateway to the world, offering services from Allegiant, American, Delta, Sun Country, and United. Visit tvairport.com for up-to-the-minute flight schedules and book your next getaway today. So Hendricks and the TC Titan offense with a 3rd and 1 now going against this Gaylord defense. Blue Devils showing 6 down linemen. Hendricks is going to make a cut. He's got a lane. Hendricks still up into Blue Devil territory. He's down at the Blue Devil 30-yard line. A huge gain on 3rd and 1. Hendricks picks up 24 yards, but we've got a couple of Titan offensive linemen down on the field.
Yeah, Caven Cole made that saving stop, and one of the Titans.
Yeah,
both
both look like cramps. Typically, when that type of injury or player goes down like that, it's usually cramp related.
Yeah, Bodie Toki popped up first, number 79, and he got off by himself, but looks like they're stretching out. I think you're right, Charles. It is warm. Kid's been running hard.
And it's also the first game of the year, so the kids aren't, or I shouldn't say the kids, these young men and student athletes aren't really conditioned to this level of physicality. I mean, you can have scrimmages, but until you get out here in a game, and a lot of these players for both teams have been playing both ways.
They have, and again, you're right on it because they're going back and forth harder now because of the game situation. Sure, they go hard at practice, but the game, the adrenaline rush and everything else, hey, am I drinking enough water? Maybe, that comes into a factor. I'm fine, but hopefully it's just a cramp and we can get them back in.
Still waiting on the player that they're attending to down on the field for the Titans, and they're working on his lower left extremity, looking like they're trying to get that hamstring and calf area to release. It looks like it's just trying to work it out a little bit as the training staff comes out to check on them. We're going to go ahead and step aside and be back on the other side of this.
Today's game is sponsored by Twin Bay Docks, American Liner Systems, Traverse City, Cherry Capital TVC, Gaylord Seal Coating, Collar Clinic, Jimmy John's, Professional Seamless Gutters, and Gaylord Eye Care Center. Thank you for being a part of our broadcast.
Well, Charles, we're starting up.
Yep, here we go. Hendricks is going to hand it off, actually keep it. Esper was the jet motion guy, but Hendricks kept it, and Hendricks is down to the Blue Devil 19-yard line. A very good gain on 1st and 10. Pickup of 12 yards on the carry for Hendricks. And now, for the first time, the Titans are inside of the Blue Devil red zone, knocking on the doorstep here of the first potential score of the game at the Gaylord 19-yard line.
Benzinger again on that, another great tackle. And Bodie Toki, he's up walking around. I think we'll see him back for the Titans.
This time Hendricks going to boot out, got Esper in the flat. Esper shakes a tackle. Esper gets a first down, makes another man miss. He's still up. He's down at the 2-yard line. And Drew Esper is putting the Titans first and goal after shaking and baking for 18 yards.
There was 4 or 5 people that missed him, and Braden Grush is one that actually finally tipped him up to knock him down. But what an exciting run. And yes, Bodie Toki is back in for the Titans. He's big. He's their center. They need him.
Hendricks in the pistol. Cowers behind him. He's going to hand off to Cowers, and Cowers is met in the backfield. Great play made by the Blue Devils in the backfield.
Counter by him. Byram. Try to get the pronunciation. I know sometimes I'm a little too fast in speech, but, he bumped him back a little bit.
9 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. And Hendricks is going to keep it. He gets a block on the edge. He's in for 6. Hendricks puts the first points on the board, and the Titans strike first on the Hendricks 3-yard touchdown run. Traverse City West on the board first.
And he went more to the wide side of the field just a little, and it was strung out very well. Now here's an alignment, Charles, I haven't seen in a while. There's a name for this, Charles, and I can't come up with it.
Yeah, the swinging gate.
There it is. I'm going. It's a gate. Something of a gate. But well, now they'll go back conventional.
So the Titans to attempt the point after.
Going to be kicked by Roman Leask.
And the snap is down, and it's blocked. Blocked by the Blue Devils. Can they pick it up? They aren't able to do so. But that one was blocked inside by big number 89, Connor Byram, making his presence known once again. I mean, he had a little swim move right through the defense or offensive line, and man, I don't even think he hit it with his hands. I think that hit him like underneath his helmet.
And will that be a turn of an event? I mean, will it come down to a 7-6 ball game? That could play into it. You know, Charles, finally by the fourth quarter, we can, that officiating crew, Brett Spalding's the head referee, Joe Johnson, Rourke Parzian, Matt Olson. First game for those gentlemen this year, too.
Well, I mean, they've had a very good game so far. I mean, a lot of procedural penalties so far for each of these two teams, but the fourth quarter so far played pretty well for the Titans, and their offense in the second half has been able to be much more consistent, and they're being able to execute, and now they find themselves with a 6-0 lead.
Well, Roman Leask has got 4 to kick off to. We'll see which one comes up with it for the
Gaylord. Back deep for the Blue Devils is Collins as Lease kicks it away deep, and Collins, actually that's going to be fielded by Sherbert. Sherbert making his way through and just to the 42-yard line on a very nice kickoff return for the Blue Devils up to the Blue Devil 42-yard line. That was Sherbert there on the return, and the Blue Devils will set up shop here, led by their quarterback, Kent, and the rest of that Blue Devil offensive unit.
I apologize. Colton Core, I couldn't see if it was 18 or 19. It looked like, and it was 19 on the bottom, helping that. And again, a big comeback right out of the gate now for Gaylord.
Looks like we've got a timeout taken.
Oh, got to get the tee. Short and quick. Just over 9 minutes left, and starting to rise tensions.
Kent's going to hand it off to Collins up the middle. Collins shakes free of one tackle, and he picks up about 4 yards on the 1st and 10 carry.
And again, Colton Core, number 19, part of that. Right at the bottom. 21 with some assists too, Dylan Dunklau.
Working around the left end, and he's got a Blue Devil first down or right near it as he steps out of bounds with 7 minutes, 47 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
And then again, our number 19, Colton Core, right there, at least getting him out of bounds, and it was a good run. Looks like about a 1 yard.
Yeah, I thought he had the first down, but that near side official did not give him the spot when he broke the plane going out of bounds. 7:47 remaining in the fourth quarter. I formation now, Kent under center for the Blue Devils. He's going to take it right away, but he's blocked and locked up right behind the line of scrimmage. Big play made by the Titan defense. First Titan in there was, it was Alexander Scroll.
Number 5, Braden Popa. Those two, they big save there.
Actually, I think it was Popa, the first Titan in there, number 5.
And he's been all over the field tonight.
And it looked like Kent kind of hesitated there initially, didn't it, Todd?
Yes, it did. He had a little stutter, and then he took off again. And, you know, it's probably something designed, but what's that going to put us? We got the first down. Oh, we had a penalty. Face mask.
Face mask going against the Titans. That's going to give the Blue Devils a first down.
Charles, what is that? Only our second penalty?
The second half, I'm not entirely sure how many penalties we've had in the second half so far, but this one's significant for the Titans to come at this point in time in the game. Ball on the 19, Blue Devils inside of Titan red zone territory. Kent takes the snap. He's going to hand off up the middle to Collins, and Collins picks his way down for a gain of 4 yards. Down to the Titan 16, about the 15.5-yard line.
And on that tackle at the bottom of that pile.
I didn't see who was down at the bottom of that one, Todd. Did you?
Brandon Dean.
Okay.
I got to move my paperwork out here a little bit. I'll get some light. Yeah, Brandon Dean was on the bottom of that. So what are we, 2nd and 7? Clock's under 7 minutes.
Ball on the 16-yard line for Kent and the Blue Devil offensive unit. He's going to hand off to Collins, working around the right side. Collins getting a block from Connor Byram, but Collins about a 2.5-yard pickup there down to the Titan 14-yard line. So this will bring up a 3rd and long 4 here for the Blue Devil offensive unit here.
And that was Popa again alongside with Chance Warner, and Warner's helmet come off, so he's got to sit a play. Those two part of the 3 and 4 gentlemen that made that tackle. 3rd and 5.
If you like high school football, you got to be loving this right now, because this is exactly what we thought this game was going to be when we signed up, and we saw this one on the schedule for week 1. Little matinee, I shouldn't say matinee, but a teaser to high school football here as we get it on a Thursday night. And that's going to be, it looks like a illegal procedure penalty against the Blue Devils. They were trying to run Simoniak in motion, but that's going to back them up 5 yards.
Well, that now puts us under the 6-minute mark and be back to 3rd and 10. Beautiful night, though, Charles. Second half's been even more exciting.
Oh, man. If you were watching it in the first half, you've loved watching the game in the second half so far, because we've had a little bit more action, but still the same high level of defense throughout this one. 3rd and 10 now, ball on the Titan 19. Blue Devils need to get just inside the 9-yard line for a fresh set of downs. Kent in the gun 2-back position. He's going to hand up the middle to Collins, and Collins is locked up. Big time play coming up was the big number 72 for the Titans.
Roman Leask.
Oh, man, Leask not only doing his thing on defense, but he's been playing special teams as well this evening, and he might have just made the defensive play of the game right there for the Titans.
I'll tell you what, he really made a difference.
So it looks like the Blue Devils will be forced to make a decision here. It's 4th and 11. They need to get to the 9-yard line, and they're going for it. Typically, you would have seen Connor Byram lining up to take this field goal as Byram runs off to the sideline. Kent once again in the gun 2-back. He's going to pump, and it's an end around to Simoniak. Simoniak is brought down. Oh, my goodness. The Blue Devils are unable to convert on 4th and 11. Simoniak and the Blue Devils stopped on downs, and it goes back over to the Titans.
That was Carson Toothman, and he just stayed home. He didn't pursue. He stayed home, and that was huge.
And that's exactly what they draw up in defensive end school right there.
Exactly. I mean, there was actually 2 guys out there that did not leave their spots for the Titans. They waited, and, it paid off big.
And it was an end around to Simoniak. And the defense just didn't take the bait. 4 minutes, 32 seconds, still a lot of time left in this game. Blue Devils with a full allotment of timeouts remaining. And the Titans have the ball on their own 20-yard line. Hendricks and the Titan offense looking to get organized here after turning the Blue Devils over on 4th and 11. And we're going to have a timeout taken by the Titans, I believe. Or is it an official's timeout?
I didn't see any on the coaching staffs, unless they had a clock thing that they were worried about. Or they're discussing it, and I guess we'll get the answer. I think it's a game clock time.
Yeah, I think they need the game clock reset to a certain allotment of time. We're going to pay attention to that and reset ours as well to 4 minutes and 25 seconds. And Hendricks and the Titan offense
looks like 4:28.
Okay, 4:28 on the clock. Hendricks and the Titan offense looking to do a 4-minute drill here to ice this game. Esper in motion. They're going to hand to Cowers. Cowers bouncing it out right. Eventually brought down by Benzinger. Yeah, Benzinger staying home there. Cowers tried to bounce that one out to his side, and Benzinger was there for the sure-handed tackle, limiting Cowers to a 2-yard gain on 1st and 10.
Second and 8. We'll get this off under 4 minutes.
So right now the Blue Devils preserving those 3 timeouts that they still have remaining.
And, of course, Titans not in a big hurry. They got a lot of play clock left. It's at 10 now.
Hendricks in the shotgun, Cowers to his left. Motioning Esper. He's going to hand to Esper. Esper working around near side. Esper shakes 2 tackles, covers up the ball, and has a first down for the Titans. He's inches away, and it will depend on the spot, but it looks like Esper has picked up a first down for the Titans as he crosses or is right at the 30-yard line.
Benzinger came from the other side to try to help that in pursuit, but wasn't quite there enough. And under the 3.5 mark now.
Fourth quarter crunch time here on Next Level Broadcasting is brought to you by Professional Seamless Gutters. Professional Seamless Gutters, making sure that you know when it's crunch time on your roof. Professional Seamless Gutters is everything you need to make sure that you don't have a leaky roof this fall or winter. That's Professional Seamless Gutters, sponsor of Crunch Time here. As Cowers takes the handoff, he's spun down after a gain of 5 yards. And
Keaton Abraham got him.
Yep. As the Titans looking to continue this 4-minute drill. They got the ball here with 4 minutes and 28 seconds remaining to go in the game, Todd. And after picking up 1 first down, they're 50% or 6 yards from picking up another first down here as they got a second and manageable.
And their center, Bodie Toki, come back in after that cramping. That's a big thing for them because I'm sure he's their number 1 guy.
Hendricks puts the ball on the ground. It's still loose. Cowers looks like he recovered it, but wow. That's going to be a loss of 4 yards and a break the Blue Devils desperately needed. The Titan offense kind of giving the Blue Devils a free down and backing themselves up 4 yards here to set up a critical 3rd and 8.
And then Maximus O'Rourke, I mean, he was so close to having a shot at that ball.
Looks like the Blue Devil coaching staff is opting to preserve their timeouts here. 3 left for the Blue Devils. This is a key play here for the Titan offense. 3rd and 9. Todd, I don't know. I think they're going to keep this one on the ground. We'll see. Hendricks takes the shotgun snap, but is blown dead. It looks like the Titans have taken a timeout. They wanted to see the alignment for the Gaylord Blue Devil defense. And while the Titans take a timeout, we're going to keep it right here and tell you about our friends at American Liner Systems. No matter how big or small your job site or farm is, American Liner Systems have many eco-safe solutions like machinery catch basins, fuel and chemical storage, manure lagoons, fertilizer containment solutions, equipment maintenance pods, and so much more. To keep our fresh water clean and our forest green, visit AmericanLinerSystems.com or call 231-258 $4,200 for a free quote so you can protect tomorrow's environment today. Charles Strail and Todd Erickson here with the Next Level Broadcasting crew here live from Thurlby Field. The Gaylord Blue Devils trail the TC West Titans by a score of 6-0, 1 minute 29 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. It's a critical 3rd and 8 for the Titan offense. If they convert here, the Blue Devils will be forced to use all 3 of their timeouts on the next series of downs. This is a big play here, Todd.
Well, and then too, if they can hold them where they're at and get it quickly done, they're going to burn that first timeout because they're going to have at least a minute 10 on that clock to force them to punt when the clock's dead. And this is big.
So this will be 3rd and 8. Hendricks in the shotgun flank to his left by Cowers. Blue Devil was with 4 down defensive linemen. He takes the snap, and we've got a flag down, and this might be
offsides defense.
It's going to be an encroachment on the Blue Devils, so Blue Devils giving 5 yards right back to the Titans.
But it won't give them that first down, so that
we're
still in the play.
What it does do, though, Todd, and for everyone watching, is it completely changes the play call, and that play sheet for the Titan offensive coordinator gets magnified right now because instead of 3rd and 8, he's looking at 3rd and 3, and that play sheet just got a whole lot bigger.
Yep, and the way Sowers has been running it, I would think he's one of the guys they're going to look at. He's really did some good slants for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's been running hard.
And that Drew Esper, he's right there too. You know, when they run that option, if he comes across.
I wouldn't be surprised if they keep it here in the hands of their quarterback, Hendricks.
And he's broken some holes tonight too, up that middle.
Yep. They send Hendricks in the shotgun, Esper in motion. They're going to hand it off to Esper, and Esper's brought down. Not enough for a first down, but penalty marker is down here. Esper's short, and I think this penalty is going against the Titans.
Yep, I think you're right. Must have been movement.
Yep.
Movement.
False start called against the Titans. So they'll back it up 5 yards, and we'll go back to right where we were 2 penalties ago, back to 3rd and 8.
Which only took 4 seconds.
Right. So now with 1 minute, 24 seconds remaining here. Once again, crunch time of Gaylord football brought to you by Professional Seamless Gutters. When it's crunch time for your roof this winter or fall, call Professional Seamless Gutters. They'll take care of you. 1 minute, 24 seconds, 3rd and 8. Hendricks and company for the TC West Titans looking to ice this game. He's going to take the snap. It's the design quarterback draw. Hendricks is brought down by Sherbert, and that's a flag coming from the back judge. But as it stands, an absolute.
Oh, we had a chop block on the other side.
Yeah, and right there, Sherbert making a sure-handed tackle. And if this is a chop block, that's a 15-yard penalty. And it looks like the Gaylord coaching staff is electing to move back the Titans and enforce this penalty. And the other thing is Hendricks' helmet came off on the tackle, so the Titans will be sending in their backup quarterback for this one play of the game, which is a pretty influential play right now. Backup quarterback for the Titans is Jacob Banish.
I think they're going to take the penalty.
Yeah, I saw Coach Simoniak for the Blue Devils motioning like he wanted to enforce the penalty. Big decision here. Crunch time of the game between these two Big North opponents coming right down to the wire here on Next Level Broadcasting. That was a major hit by Sherbert.
That's a big one. We're back down to the 16, 17-yard line.
Our YouTube texting line just blew up saying, man, what a hit. Yeah, Sherbert really laid the lumber on that one. It's now going to be 3rd and 23.
What do we have, Charles, here? 3 plays, 3 flags, and
And not only
10 seconds.
not only is it 3rd and 23, but backup quarterback Jacob Banish will be forced to take this snap for the Titans because Owen Hendricks' helmet came off on that tackle on the previous play. So not the scenario that the Titans want to be in.
Just relatively seconds ago from how this is playing out.
Banish going to send Esper in motion. Looks like they're having some confusion there as Banish directs Esper once again. He comes in motion. They're going to hand it off on the jet carry to Esper. Esper eventually brought down after picking up about 7 yards on the carry, and the Gaylord Blue Devils take a timeout with 1 minute, 13 seconds remaining.
And Joseph Cummings very quick to the ball, got him down, stopped the play, and now a timeout. To what can they do? They're going to have to. You hope that Titans would get off a good punt, and then again, Gaylord. That's a lot of time. They've been pushing the ball okay, but we got to put 6 in the end zone. Well, Charles, even at halftime, we talked about it. It's going to come down to one score, and we're there.
Yeah, you know, we talked about it. We said these two teams, when they get together, when they hook horns, it's going to be a close, drag-them-out, slugfest kind of a game. And we've got just that right now with 1 minute, 13 seconds remaining. Blue Devils down by 6, and they will be getting the ball back.
Now, they meet again this year, Charles, or this is the only contest they have?
So the Blue Devils are Division III. I believe the Titans are Division II. So there's not an opportunity for these teams to see each other in the playoffs this season.
Because it has been a good game. Well,
so the Titans in punt formation. Blue Devils coming after the punt. It's a high punt, and it bounces and takes a Titan hop. This thing's going to keep rolling and rolling all the way down to the Blue Devil 32-yard line, where it is eventually downed by the Titan fielding team. And the Blue Devils now will have 1 minute and 2 timeouts left in the game.
it was a good punt and then just a fantastic roll.
And the Blue Devils came after the punt too, Todd. So they wanted to try to get their hands on this one again. And you can't really shake your head at the decision there because they've already blocked a punt with Keaton Abraham.
Exactly.
And he's been almost in on a couple different punts this game. But
no, they had to. I agree with it, Charles. You had to make that play.
Kent will come out in the shotgun now for the Blue Devils. 2 receivers to the bottom of the screen. TC West is going to rush for it. Completion out to Byram in the flat. He's going to tiptoe down the sideline and is pushed out at the 40-yard line after picking up 7 yards on first down. So just a short little completion to get Kent's feet underneath him.
And again, Colton Core along with Chance Warner pushing him out of bounds, but the clock did stop in favor of the Blue Devils.
Actually, the clock ran a little bit longer than what we anticipated. It's 53 seconds remaining. Ball on the 40-yard line. Kent flanked to his right by Collins. 2 receivers to the bottom of the screen. 4 defensive backs for the Titans. And it's almost completed. He was looking for Simoniak on a little corner route.
Just a little low. It was a good call. He was in a good spot, just a little bit low.
Titans playing a little zone defense right now, and the Blue Devils were trying to hit a little corner or skinny corner into the seam of that defense, but just couldn't communicate well enough to make the pitch and the catch. 50 seconds left now, 3rd and 2.
That 2 yards is critical to keep going.
Kent's going to take the snap. He's looking, he's scrambling now. He's got to throw it across his body, and it's incomplete. That used up 7 seconds, so now it'll be 4th and 2. Intended target, once again, was Simoniak. So 4th and 2 here, Todd.
Definitely got to come across. We got to get across. We got to get the first down to keep going, and I would think that's what they concentrate on.
And this right now is a gotta have it kind of situation here.
Exactly.
For the Blue Devils. They show 6 offensive linemen. Kent in the shotgun, Collins to his right. Titans bringing heat. Pass is complete on the far side. Blue Devils got a first down out to midfield. Kent completes his pass on the far side into the flats. Pass completed to Colin Peel.
That was, those guys must have worked on that a lot because that was very, very well executed. I mean, it was smooth. It wasn't, the pass was smooth. Everything was there, and they get to continue. 37 seconds left, and we're at the mid-stripe.
So Peel and Kent with the connection to move the sticks for the Blue Devils. 1st and 10 from midfield. Kent dropping back the pass. He's going to air this one out deep, puts it up the middle, and it's intercepted by Drew Esper. And Esper is going to take a seat at the 24-yard line. And that most likely, folks, is going to seal the deal for the TC West Titans over the Gaylord Blue Devils. Drew Esper with the game-winning interception.
Yeah, it looked like the receiver, did an in route then after so far, and I think possibly Kent thought he was going to go long.
Chalk it up to slight miscommunication there between quarterback and intended receiver. But Esper was back there playing free safety, and he made the play, and it was a relatively routine fly ball, if you will.
Yeah, and he wasn't letting anyone get behind him.
So Owen Hendricks is going to stand into victory formation and knee this one out as the TC West Titans are going to come out victorious here by a score of 6-0 over the Gaylord Blue Devils in this Week 1 opener from Thurlby Field. Todd, we had a lot of excitement here in this game. Blue Devils with a chance here to tie or take the lead on that last possession, just the miscommunication on first down after they made a nice 4th and 2 conversion to get them into that position, but that miscommunication, I think, cost them in the end.
And, a lot better second half, a lot more, a lot of stuff was executed cleaner, and I think that's why we see more movement with the ball on both sides of the teams. And a good game. Tough one for anybody to lose, but it was a good game.
Well, that's going to do it here from our coverage from Thurlby Field. The TC West Titans victorious over the Gaylord Blue Devils in our Week 1 kickoff game. For Charles Strail, Todd Erickson, Bert Aury, Jessica Alcorn, our executive producer here, we are saying thank you and good night. From Thurlby Field, we thank you for watching this presentation of high school football on Next Level Broadcasting, simulcast on nextlevelbroadcasting.net, GaylordFootball.com, and on Next Level Broadcasting YouTube. Until next time, everyone, we say thank you, and we'll be back for high school football later on this season. Don't miss anything. If you want to, you can subscribe to nextlevelbroadcasting.net and find your favorite teams. Click the notification button, and you'll be alerted when we'll be broadcasting your team next. Good night, everyone.
Today's game is sponsored by Twin Bay Docks, American Liner Systems, Traverse City, Cherry Capital TVC, Gaylord Seal Coating, Collar Clinic, Jimmy John's, Professional Seamless Gutters, and Gaylord Eye Care Center. Thank you for being a part of our broadcast.